Welcome to another episode of Business Monday, where different business owner, entrepreneur are here to support you on your business. Today, I have someone special for you who have thrived in a male-dominating business. Hey, we all been there. We all been gender criticized. So today we can definitely learn from our special guest today to learn about how she does it and what are some of the tips that we can learn to kick butt in the business world. Hi, Bianca. Thank you so much for being on our space today.
Hi, Martha. Thank you so much for having me. It's such a privilege to be on here today.
Please tell us a little bit more about you.
Okay, so I guess I started out in the business world about 10 years ago, and it was not on purpose. I didn't plan to start a business. It was sort of by accident with my partner. And we started a window tinting and signage business. It is a very male dominated sort of industry, I guess you can say. So that's kind of where all my journey started. I love business so much. I love being in business. I love learning everything about business, but it definitely comes with its challenges, that's for sure.
Mm, definitely. And I think that sometimes in business it is about mindset, isn't it? And also how to actually work with different kind of challenges and blockages. So tell me a little bit about your journey.
Okay, so as as we were just chatting about, I worked in a very male dominated industry, and that was, I mean, business itself has gives you a lot of curveballs, and you do suffer from a little bit of self-doubt along the way. When you work in a dominate male dominated industry, it sort of amplifies that. You find that you get undermined quite a lot. They try and sway you, as in customers, suppliers, everybody tries to take control of uh, your processes and what you're trying to say. They try and, undermine you. They try and steer you in a direction that suits them better. And you really, really have to be really strong to be able to navigate that, where
Mm,
I found that I wasn't prepared for it when I first started, and it really, really messed with my mindset.
mm.
I struggled with a lot of self-doubt, imposter syndrome. Oh my gosh, that was like a big one. Um, and, just all of that sort of tall poppy syndrome. You don't want to stand out. You don't want to feel like you're the expert because you don't want to be shot down. And yeah, so it's definitely mindset is come to be, which I didn't realize for many, many years, how important mindset is when you're a business owner. It's just, it's chalk and, it's changes your ability to be successful from, one scale to the other scale.
Yeah, I think that a lot of us even in our group here, we have a lot of strong women. We may be very strong in our opinion, very strong in our confidence, very strong in some of the things that we do. But as soon as it come into our business, all those tall poppy syndromes, all of those imposter syndrome are starting to just flood into our system. And so if I'm going to ask you, what are some of the biggest self-doubt that you have overcome and how did you do it?
Okay. So I definitely agree with you that, we can be so confident in some parts of our life. Like I kind of considered myself a little bit of a feminist before I started the business. Thought I was pretty confident, and it really came and smacked me in the face when I started the business. So uh, what some of the things that I noticed, that, well, after many years of me sort of feeling like I had been knocked down little by little by little, by, people around me, customers, suppliers, just anyone that, doubted me in business. I I I kind of woke up one day and went, who the hell am I? Like, I don't feel like I am that same strong woman anymore. So what happened to me? What, where am I? I can't make a decision to save my life. I feel like anyone can just walk straight over me and I will just allow it to happen. So I kind of had to take a really good look at myself and think, what am I going to do? What the hell am I going to do here? Something needs to change. I'm in a really bad mindset and I need to change. So that was the very first thing. It was awareness, because as soon as you become aware, that's when you can start building to the next level. So awareness, taking really good stock of where you are, where your mindset is, and what needs to be improved. So
I think that's it. Like, a lot of us are scared to have that awareness and realization, because it kind of, in a way, that we feel like we're admitting to failure, we're admitting that we've done something not good enough, and then we kind of then go deeper into self-question. Am I worthy? Am I deserving this? Am I really the right person to do this job? And unfortunately, we forgot how we become this person, how we become in that person to have the bravery to go and start their business, to go and jump out and let people see them. And all of those things are keeping a lot of people trapped in that early stages. And to be very honest with you, I believe that about over 80% of business owners will not survive the first 3 years of launching their business, because lack of support that is outside. As we know, friends and family are the worst supporter in your business. And then like all the other challenges of self-doubt and self-criticism. So what are some of the tips that you can give us for today that it can help us to overcome that? And I love that you told us about being aware of it. What other tips you can give us?
So what I did to be able to overcome my limiting beliefs, I guess you can call them, as a blanket thing, all your limiting beliefs. So what I did was I started seeking out other people that had been through challenges and that inspired me, or that just inspired me in some way. So I started getting onto Facebook and looking through different groups, different Facebook groups, and finding people to follow. So I found a business coach and I jumped onto her podcast. So that was the first thing I did. I also just took inspiration from other people who have done amazing things. So I have one of my biggest role models is Reese Witherspoon. And because she sort of came from nothing before her acting career, and then she started that Hello Sunshine, and she just killed it in that space. And she's such a feminist and such a strong believer in supporting women. And that is, to me, that was a massive role model. So just keeping an eye out on people that you seek that can uplift your mood, to help you sort of break out of that first level of pain that you're in, and see a bit of inspiration that there is more out there. So that would definitely be my first point of call, is look for inspiration in other women. You can reach out to women. There's so much connection on groups like this, like on Facebook, like the girls. This is such a great platform to get started. There's so many people that are here to support and want to connect. So it's just such a beautiful place to start. So that would definitely be my first tips: inspiration, some mentors, and getting the support. You can actually you can also join courses. There's so many mindset courses, so many emotions courses, groups, all of that. That's probably where I'd start, definitely.
I think it is so true that a lot of us, and I admit that a lot of us who are in tough situation, we will think that we have to fight alone. We have to deal with everything ourselves, and we have to not ask for help,
Yeah.
because if we ask, we are the weak one. And
Yeah.
I'm so against that thinking, because a lot of the time you don't realize it takes twice the courage to ask for help than to suffer alone in silence. And for those of us who are listening to this or watching this episode, we do want you to know there is help out there. And we make up so many excuses in our life to not do it for us. Guess what? If your kids is having issue, if your husband is having issue, if your partner is having issue, you will not blink but to do that thing that is necessary, including investment, time, effort, everything that you will do for other people. But when it comes to ourselves, we're starting to think, oh, I could save this money to do something else. Or I could save on that before I can actually give my energy out. I'm too busy for this. I'm already dealing with so much stuff. But not knowing what they need is not a magic pill, but a cure, a strategy, and a plan to help them to kick that mindset. So starting to help with their business and get that clarity in your head. But of course, picking the right person, it is important. Yes, we understand, especially in the coaching space, there's a lot of different people over there. So how would you suggest our listener and our audience to find the right person that aligns with them?
So, okay, what I would and I do is I just join their pages and I watch their what kind of posts they're putting up, what they're putting out there into the world, and just basically stalk them for a little while. You want to stalk them. You don't have to get in there and talk to them straight away, and just see if they feel like there is some kind of a connection there. If they align with your values and your soul, if they speak to your soul, that's a big one for me. It's that intuitive sort of feeling of connection. So that's what I would do, is definitely start with the stalking, because as coaches, we love that. We're fine with that. Stalk away. If you feel the need to just quietly stay in the background for a little while, make sure you feel there's a connection. Then once you feel there is a connection, jump on and see what opportunities there are. Are they a lot of the time we do free classes and challenges, and so that's the next step, is jump onto the freebies, because that's when you get a real feel for what you are going to get out of working with a particular coach or mentor or anything like that.
I believe so, because there's a lot of us out there, but we're also showing ourselves a lot as well. And I think in business, a lot of new business owner or startup are very scared to be seen. We feel like that, oh, if we've been seen, we could be getting attacked. And a lot of them come from our mindset of when we were younger, that we've been told we shouldn't be shining, we shouldn't be leading, and we should just be this woman that be the wife, be the daughter, be the person that listen to other people's leads. It is because that mindset have kept us in the dark. What is your view on that?
Yeah, absolutely. So, what I okay, so what something that I noticed is my daughter is all grown up now. And when it came to the point of her not really needing me anymore, I thought that's when a lot of this sort of started unraveling. I'm like, other than a wife, a mother, and a business owner, who am I? I didn't want to be the face of my business ever, because that's when I felt like I was going to be judged and I was going to be put on show. So I left that part to my partner in my old business. But when I came into becoming a coach, it was all me. I had to overcome a lot of that fear of showing up and being the face of the business. So really, it's one of my little mottos that I tell myself, or what I did tell myself in the very early days, was I choose courage over fear. So then that sort of snaps my mind from oh, I can't do that, to I'm going to choose courage over fear, and do it in a snap second. Don't overthink it. Just get it done, because what happens then is you've done the scary thing. You've gone live on Facebook, or you've just shown your face on a photo, on a post. And because it's already out there, you've already created the next step to building the resilience to that fear of showing up and being present, and being the face of your business. So it's like you're building a muscle. So the more times you do it, the easier it becomes. So all you've got to do is don't overthink it. Say, I choose courage over fear, and do it in a snap second. Just get it out there.
Oh, I love that. I choose courage over fear. I love that. And like what Tony, one of the sentences that stuck with me when I was doing the Tony Robbins training was that fear and faith gives the same chemical reaction in our body. So we can choose to feel fear, or we choose faith. Just like Mel Robertson, she also say that whenever she is going out on stage, she have that enormous anxiety. She's a human too, even she's a very strong, very successful woman. So when she does that, she said that I will think about this, or instead of feeling scared and anxiety, she will tell herself, I'm excited, I'm excited, I'm excited. Repeat it till your body and your mind is in sync. That feeling that you're feeling is excitement. And I think these are some of the training that we can give ourselves to become better in what we do. Because yes, being seen is scary. I'm an introvert. I totally understand what you mean. And sometimes we just need that little bit of help. So Bianca, tell our audience, how do they reach out to you?
Okay, so I am on Facebook, and my name on Facebook is just Bianca Stevens with a V. And I'm also on Instagram with the same name. And I also, what I'll do is I actually got a link to a workbook that I have for how to break a limiting belief in 5 simple steps. So I'd love to gift anyone that who is interested in just going through this little workbook. There's no commitment on your end to talk to me or anything like that. You can just go through it at your own pace, in your own comfort. But it's definitely something that will help a lot of people just overcome some of those limiting beliefs.
Oh, that sounds amazing. So I'm definitely going to put that link into our show notes here, and also in all our other channel. Anyone that who have self-limiting belief, who thinks that they're not good enough, isn't it time to stop all this BS, the belief system, and start doing something for yourself? It is time right now, and we got support for you. Click onto the show name and share with us what we can do and how you want to be supported. Bianca and I are here to support you in that purpose. And don't forget, today is Business Monday. Share your business, let people know, because if you don't tell someone, we don't know what you do. So thank you once again, Bianca, for being onto our space today. It was such a pleasure talking with you. Thank you for all our audience and our listener for joining us on Business Monday. And we look forward to seeing you again next week. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.